Hi, my name is Giovanna Rodriguez, and today I'll be answering the CCR question, how do you integrate technologies into this project? And today I am at the Vizcaya Museum, a historic museum here in Miami-Dade County. The planning tools we used was Google, YouTube, ChatGPT, Studio Binder, and streaming services like Amazon Prime Video and HBO Max. The reason we did this is because we wanted to make sure that we properly knew the codes and conventions of the Western drama genre before we filmed it, to make sure that we accurately did it and actually did it properly, because we wanted to really honor the genre. For our film, the planning tools that we used was scripts for example, my monologue where I play Rhea. I did do a monologue that was our main sound for our film, so we had to prepare the script. Also, my job as production designer was to make sure how Rhea would look on video, and how I did that was making production designs for her makeup and her costume, and I went through at least 4 iterations of each to make sure and collaborate with the director to make sure that he liked it too. Also, we did shot list and a storyboard to already have everything prepared for when we did film. We would not be unorganized, so we wanted to make sure that we already knew what we wanted to film beforehand, and that made our process way quicker when actually filming on location that was far away and we had limited service. Some hardware that we used was an iPhone 13 phone to film, and also I used the same phone to film the voiceover that is our sound. And another piece of hardware that we used was a tripod to make sure that our camera was stable and not shaky, how my hand is right now. Some other technologies that we used was the app CapCut to edit our film, and the app Canva to make our marketing poster that we would use if this was an actual product that we would distribute and market. And we also used the app EduBlogs to make the blogs that are promoting and showing our process in this class and our process making the film. Some creative uses of technology that we did was that we did do a match cut, that we had to use 2 different phones to make sure that the match cut was very precise. And we also had to use color grading on the app CapCut to make sure that all of our shots had the same orange hue that can be seen in Western films, because since we were filming during sunset, we wanted to make sure that every shot had the same lighting. One of the primary goals that we had was to make sure that we actually fulfilled in the Western genre. That is why we chose this genre, because we didn't want to get a genre that we weren't going to be able to do because of the fact that we have limited technology as high school students. So, for example, we initially were thinking about doing a superhero film, but we knew that we weren't going to be able to accurately do it with the technology that we had available. So that's why we decided to do a Western drama, because we knew that we could get creative with the stuff that we did have, and we wanted to make sure and show that you can make a very good film that isn't common without millions of dollars. I know that this is going to be a little bit loud, but this is one of my favorite parts of this museum, which was actually built in the European style, and that's the main estate. And one of the main things that I really liked about this project is that all of the skills that I learned, I can use them in the future, and I have already started using the skills in editing, filming, sound, and using technologies I had never been interested in before. I have already started integrating it into my daily life, and I will be forever thankful for that. Thank you, and I hope this answered the question of how I integrated technology into my project, and I hope you have liked the beautiful views.